Welcome back to Dragon Age Origins, Episode 3. I'm Tagore. Let's continue from where we left off. The clan is leaving?
If there is any truth to what Duncan said, then Darkspawn may show up in these parts soon. We must get away from that horde. But that is not our only concern. Did you encounter any other humans out in the forest?
3 of them. We drove them off.
Although you hurt no one, these humans roused their nearby village against us. As everywhere, our people are not welcome here.
Damn it!
We have
I
stayed
should have
too
killed
long,
them.
and we must move on, quickly.
Bastards. Are you not interested in the ruins in the mirror?
I would be lying if I said I was not. But whatever knowledge lies in that cave is not worth our children. I send you back with hopes of finding Tamlin, and that is all.
Take Meryl to the cave and find Tamlin. I understand.
Go quickly, for Tamlin's life hangs in the balance.
I have need for more equipment before I go.
Master Island can help you. Go to him and ask to see his stock.
I'm curious about these Darkspawn you mentioned.
Remember that Tamlin needs your help.
Didn't the Grey Wardens destroy the Darkspawn long ago?
They destroyed the last horde of Darkspawn to threaten the surface centuries ago. It doesn't mean they extinguished them all.
You think this cave was a Darkspawn lair?
Darkspawn are savage, uncultured creatures, more akin to locusts than men. They may have befouled the cave, but they did not build what is there. From the Warden's description, it may have been a temple devoted to an old god. Should we return, I may see it for myself.
Why did the Grey Warden think I might have met a Darkspawn?
Darkspawn are filthy, diseased beasts that taint the very air around them. The Grey Warden seemed to think your illness came from this taint. Since you did not meet any Darkspawn, I don't see how that could be. No doubt he was mistaken.
What is a Darkspawn exactly? I've never seen one before.
They are mostly boogeymen, used to frighten human children. In modern times, they are rarely seen on surface lands. But rumor holds that great numbers dwell in the ancient tunnels of the Draganlan, the dwarves. They obliterate all that is in their path. Like a plague of locusts, they spread disease and misery when they come to the surface. An event to be feared, without doubt.
Could that bear-like monster have been a Darkspawn?
The old tomes say Darkspawn come in as many varieties as surface creatures. They also say that many Darkspawn are seen only during what the humans call a blight. Perhaps your bear monster was one of those.
I have no more questions about the Darkspawn Keeper.
Then do not tarry. Find Tamlin quickly.
I have questions about this Grey Warden.
When Tamlin's life is at stake? Very well.
He's probably dead anyway. I thought the Grey Wardens had disappeared.
Not quite, Dalish. After they defeated the Darkspawn long ago, the Grey Warden's numbers diminished greatly over the centuries. It seems the humans have little use for them if Darkspawn aren't actively raising their lambs. I suppose the thought of Darkspawn returning one day did not occur to them.
Stupid, short-sighted Shen. And have they returned?
The Grey Warden thinks so. A war may be in the offing. If so, we must get as far away from it as possible.
Could we not help in the battle?
Let the humans fight their battles, as we must fight our own.
How do you know where to bring me?
He said he'd been looking for our clan, and had a hint of our whereabouts. As I said, you were fortunate. It is possible he sought a volunteer to join their order.
Dalish have joined these Grey Wardens before?
Indeed. The Grey Wardens once consisted of the best from all races. I know of no Dalish joining them since the days of the Darkspawn Wars, however.
That's probably going to change soon. And what if he asked for one now?
It would be a great honor, though I don't know why any Dalish would choose such a life. Regardless, he has not asked.
Are these Great Wardens great warriors?
They are the best and most noble of all races, Dalish. Few can achieve their standards.
I have no more questions about the Grey Warden's Keeper.
Then do not tarry. Find Tamlin quickly.
Yeah. Goodbye, Keeper. Okay. Camp. Let's steal everything that's not nailed down. First.
Is the Keeper sending you back to that cave to look for Tamlin?
Yes, I'm going with Merrill.
I want to go with you. Keeper Marathari probably won't approve, but I can help find Tamlin.
Alright, come with us.
Good. I'll follow you, just to make sure Meryl doesn't go running to the Keeper when you tell her I'm coming.
Excellent. We have another follower. Scout's bow. Well. Okay, let's go. What else? What else have we got? Pile sacks. 6 copper. Scroll. City elves. Pavillon.
So you have returned to us, Dalen. We are grateful you are whole and well.
I'm glad to be here as well. Halren?
So you should be. What were you two thinking, wandering into that cave without first coming to tell the Keeper?
Tamlin insisted we go inside.
Tamlin's idea, huh? And you've no mind of your own. I suppose your youth can be forgiven. Sadly, Tamlin pays the price. Losing you would be a terrible crime, Dalen. You belong to more than just yourself, or do you not remember?
What do you mean?
Let us tell these children of the fall of the Dales. You can honor me by sharing in the telling.
Certainly, Halren.
Come then. Help me as I go along. Children, hear of the fall of the Dales. Hear the tale of what makes you Dalish. Would you care to begin, Dalen?
Well, children, it starts with the mummy and daddy elf now. Long ago, we were the slaves to the humans.
Yes, slaves to a terrible empire the humans built on the darkest magic. When it fell, we became free. We built a homeland in the Dales, worshipping the creators, and rebuilding the culture and history we lost in our long years of slavery.
That obviously didn't last long. If you've ever lost your bow, it was a lot like that. But the humans wouldn't let us be.
They were resentful, because we would not worship their gods, and because we put our people first. Over the years, their nations grew cold toward the Dales. In their eyes, we were blasphemers and cruel tyrants.
But also great for festivals, we're told. Then the humans declared war on the Dales.
And so the Dales fell. They took our lands and dispersed our people, forcing us to live in their cities and abandon our gods. But many of us refused to relinquish our ways. We instead chose to scatter to the winds, wandering the lands.
Not to mention that Shemlin City smelled terrible. We chose wandering the lands rather than human rule.
To survive and preserve our culture, the clans stay apart until the day the Elvenan have a homeland once more.
Just think of the celebrations we'll have then. We shall return the old ways to those who have lost them.
We are the Dalish, keepers of the lost lore, walkers of the lonely path.
We are the last of the Elvenhan. Never again shall we submit.
Thank you for your forbearance, Dalen. You remember both the tale and the oath of the Dales perfectly. I will let you get back to your tasks. I pray you find Tamlin quickly.
Did elves ever live in caves?
I've never heard of such a thing. But in the days of ancient Arlathan, we lived free and spread far across the continent. We were as varied as the Shemlin,
though fewer in number. Perhaps some of us lived in caves then, but all knowledge from that era is lost.
What do you know about Darkspawn?
Only that they eat living flesh, and lurk in underground tunnels, once ruled by the Dergenlen, the dwarves. In the last blight long ago, the Grey Wardens all but wiped them out. Should they return, all races will shudder.
What do you know about that Grey Warden?
The one who brought you back? Very little. He seemed decent enough as humans go. As for Grey Wardens, they're heroes without a doubt. Members of our own clan joined their ranks in ages past.
Yeah. I would like to hear more about our history.
Now that's something I rarely hear. Of course.
Tell me about Athlahan.
Ah, yes. The Lost City. Before the Shemlen enslaved us, even before they came to this part of the world, our people lived in glorious Arlathan. Legends say that our ancestors were immortal, and we possessed magic the Shemlen could only dream of.
Really? So then why did you lose to them? Do no books record our history?
When the humans enslaved us, they took away our language, our history, and our immortality. We quickened to the pace of life, and retained nothing of ourselves. We were slaves for so long, that even when we became free, there was little for us to recover. If books still exist, I do not know of them.
What happened to the elves who didn't join the Dalish?
They remain in human cities, forgetting all they once had. We call them flat ears.
Flat ears.
For they differ little from their Shemlen masters. A few may return, but we must accept that they know nothing of the lore, or why we keep it.
Do you think we'll ever find another homeland?
We can hope to find a new home one day, where the Dalish and the Flat Ears will build a land greater even than Arlathan. We shall teach the Flat Ears the lore they lost, and perhaps they will teach us to understand the Shemlen at last. That is the only way we shall truly live in peace.
Why do the Shems allow us to exist if they hate us so much?
Perhaps they have no choice. Dalish clans are scattered to the winds and rarely gather, which makes us difficult for any organized effort to destroy. And why bother? We have nothing they want. No land, no treasure, and we always move on, allowing no one to grow too angry with us. Some might see this as cowardly, but we are proud. We are the last, and we will survive.
I think that's all, thank you.
Then I'm sure you have much to do, unless you've other questions.
Nope, no other questions.
Of course. May the gods guide your path, Dalish.
Okay. Thank you for watching Dragon Age Origins Episode 3. I hope you'll join me next time for Episode 4.